The annual budget speech returns with the usual pomp and legislative spectacle, setting the scene for this year's most important fiscal address, outlining projected national expenditure for the upcoming year. The day began early at the National Assembly complex in Banjul, where lawmakers thronged the main legislative chamber, sharply clothed in formal attire, amidst a cross-section of the citizenry and senior government officials.
Accordingly, and pursuant to Section 152(1)(a) of the 1997 Constitution and Order 86(2) of the Standing Orders, the National Assembly considered and approved the said 2023 estimates with amendments on Saturday, 26 November 2022. Accordingly, in pursuance of Section 1523 of the 1997 Constitution and Order 87(2) of the Standing Orders, the Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Affairs shall today introduce the Appropriation Bill 2023 for your consideration and enactment by this August Assembly.
Those introductory remarks by the Speaker, Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, set the stage for the first budget speech in the 6th Legislature. Finance and Economic Affairs Minister Keita took the floor to deliver a marathon speech before National Assembly members, marking the opening of the 2023 Appropriation Bill. The Finance Minister's elaborate speech outlined the government's development and economic plans for the fiscal year 2023, with a pointed focus on productive areas such as tourism and agriculture that have begun to witness steady recovery.
Growth in the domestic economy remains challenging and depends on the global economic recovery through tourism and trade channels for further recovery. Mirroring trends in the global economy, the current account deficit is estimated to widen to 13.9% of the GDP in 2022, driven by infrastructure-related imports and the rising oil and food import bill, not only due to increases in the price of commodities, but also because the currency depreciated against the strengthening dollar, which is a universal phenomenon.
A global economic crisis triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic and conflict in Eastern Europe, disrupting global supply chains, have significantly impacted economic growth, and whilst the Gambia aims to strategically invest in productive areas to boost recovery, fiscal efficacy is still an important benchmark to avoid austerity.
As we face these unprecedented times and global challenges with effects being felt in households across the country, the government has intervened through various channels, using both fiscal and monetary policy tools. With that said, it is imperative to note that it has been a challenging task striking a balance between fighting the negative impact of the crisis, especially on the population, and keeping the economy on a sustained growth path. Similar to the basic commodities, the global oil price hikes translated to unbearable domestic fuel price hikes, which triggered the need for government to provide subsidies to the tune of $1.3 billion in the first 3 quarters of 2022 to ease the effects on the population. While this gave much needed assistance to the Gambian population, it also meant over $1 billion of foregone revenue for the government, which is unsustainable.
Despite the global economic situation, the Finance Minister predicted a good turnout for some sectors, witnessing sharp growth in the post-pandemic recovery period.
The Ministry of Agriculture is implementing a total of 8 active agricultural projects with a total portfolio of $294 million geared towards the development, transformation, and modernization of the agricultural sector, with focus on key value chains, namely rice, maize, horticulture, to enhance the thematic areas which are well aligned with the ongoing NDP. Tourism Policy and Strategy 2022 to 2031. The policy aims to transform the Gambia's tourism sector by fostering public-private partnerships, institutional and human resources strengthening, product development and regeneration, effective destination marketing and source market diversification, domestic tourism, as well as developing a community-based tourism and ecotourism, intensifying e-marketing and digitization, and addressing climate and environmental issues.
The bill will now be subject to extensive debate and consideration by lawmakers in the coming days. Mohamed S. Jallo, GRS News.